Hello there. Short date, learn objective, please. That's add and subtract. Pause the video and then we'll get started. Okay. Right. Okay. So as we can see, we're ordering, adding, and subtracting negative numbers. Okay. So what we're looking at that, a lot of the work we'll do today, we'll use a number line. Okay. We can have a number line, and if you want to, you can actually do your own number line yourself. In your books, if this will help some of you. I think for most of us we probably won't need to, but for some of us it is a big help to do a number line. Okay, so you can see here you can have two types. You can have your normal one which goes across like that, and you've got our positive numbers here, 1 2 3 4 5, and then our negative numbers, -1 -2 -3 -4 -5, and then you can have one which is more like your thermometer. Okay, and I find this is a useful one. If you think of this as a thermometer, and these are the higher temperatures and these are the lower temperatures. So we've got 0 degrees in the middle, freezing, and then it's getting warmer, and then it's getting even colder. Okay, so we'll come back to that in a second anyway. So say for example then I've got these two numbers. Okay, now say I've got 2 -4 and -2, and I want to put them in order with the smallest first. The smallest first. Now actually the smallest here is -4. When we're looking at minus numbers, the bigger the sort of the value of the integer, the smaller it is actually. So -4, if we have a look here, -4 is colder than -2, so it's therefore a smaller number. Okay, so these numbers are getting smaller. Okay, in this direction they get in all of this line. In this direction is where it's getting smaller. Okay, so -4 is the smallest number because that's the coldest temperature. -2 is the next one, and then 2 obviously are positive numbers. We're fine with all of the positive numbers. It's just a little bit different when we deal with negative numbers. Okay, so -4 is smaller. Okay, right, so have a think, which sign would I put between these? I've got -27 and I've got -15. Which sign would I put? Which crocodile sign would I put? Okay, which is the biggest number? Okay, remember the crocodile, it's the biggest number. Have a think about that. Which is the biggest number? Okay, and the biggest number is -15. Okay, that is the biggest number. Now obviously when you draw your number lines, you won't always be able to do all of it. Okay, you know, loads and loads of numbers. So this is how I kind of do them I just go to 0, and then I'm going to do my line, and I'm just going to jump to I think it was -15, and then I would jump to -27, and I'm going to worry about the numbers in between, and from there I can see that this is the smallest number. This is the coldest temperature. This is where it gets warmer, and I go up here and it's getting bigger. Okay, so in this direction now the numbers are getting bigger. Okay, so -27 is the smallest number of the two. Okay, what about this one? Let's have a look at this where we go to today. So say for example we've got -13, we've got 2.3, and then we've got -41. We've started the smallest, which is the smallest number. Okay, now I can see straight away, even if I'm not too sure, I can buy my 0 here. My 2.1 is going to be above here, it's above freezing. My -13 is going to be somewhere down there, and then much further along my -41 is going to be there. So -41 is the smallest. Okay, -41 would be the smallest. So if I'm putting them smallest first, it'd be -41, -13, and 2.3. Okay, now some of us will already know this. Okay, but I'm just going over it just as a reminder. Okay, so you might, if for example then you happen to do decimals, and the same would be with decimals. So here we've got, if you imagine this one, this becomes 0.5, this becomes 1.5, 2.5, and the same here, isn't it? Because -0.5 minus, yeah. So just sort of remember that when you're doing decimals. So for example, if you had minus 1, minus 3, minus 1.5, which of those is the smallest? Okay, I'm looking at there, I can see minus 3 would be the coldest temperature, so I go minus 3. Then in between here is where I'm going to find minus 1.5, isn't it? It's in between the minus 1 and the 2. So that actually is smaller. Minus 1.5 is smaller than 2. So use your number line again to help you with those decimals if you need to. Because you can see that this number here is going to be 2.5. Okay, or and depending on which number line you prefer. Okay. Right, have a go, please. The first work I want you to do today is page 12. Page 12, questions 1 and 2. I'll also then do page 13, questions 1 and 2. Shouldn't take you too long, okay? It's just ordering, just like we have there. So pause the video, do those questions, please, and then we'll come back and carry on with the lesson, okay? So pause the video, off you go with those, and then we'll carry on with the lesson. Right, okay, good. So now we're going to do sort of calculating with negative numbers. So let's start with, if I had 2 and I wanted to take away 5. 2 take away 5. So this is where we can just use our number line. So we're on 2 and we're taking away. It's going to get smaller. Okay, we're taking away, so we go in the, and we're going to take away 5, take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it gives us minus 3. Minus 3, okay? And the same here, we're on minus 2, it's 2 degrees, and we get a minus 5, so it's getting colder by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 3. Okay, so use that number line to help you. Okay, use that number line to help you. Right, what about questions such as, what if we had minus 3, and we're also then going to take away 4 from it. Have a think what that would be. Work it out yourself quickly. Minus 3 minus 4. So let's use our number line. I'm going to start at minus 3 and I'm going to take away 4. Okay, so it's going to get smaller. I'm going to take away 4. So let's use this number line for this. I'm on minus 3. I'm going to take away 4. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 7. Okay, minus 7. It was minus 3 degrees centigrade. It's gone colder by minus 4 degrees, so it's now minus 7. Okay, so it's now minus 7. Let's have a little look at, let's go with minus 3 plus 5. Minus 3 plus 5. Okay, so again, I'm going to start on minus 3. I'm going to add 5. By adding 5 is getting bigger. Minus 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm getting, so it's a positive 2, so just a 2. So look at this one, it's minus 3 degrees. The temperature rises by 5 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gives you 2. Okay. Right. Then you can have bigger numbers. When you got bigger numbers, it isn't always, again, it's not easy to use number lines. So say, for example, I had minus 12, and I wanted to add 20 to that. Minus 12, add 20. Okay, so this is how I would do it. Again, I would make up just my own, and I'd like to do it on the temperature. Okay, so I'm thinking it's minus 12 here. Okay, and I need to add 20 to it. Now, first of all, I'm going to do my jump to 0. So to go from minus 12 to 0, I'm adding 12. Okay, I've already added 12. Now I need to add, how much more do I need to add? In total I need to add 20. So I've added 12, so I need to add another 8. Another 8, because you can see this, add this must be adding to 20. Okay, so I've jumped one jump to 0, and then I've added another 8, and that does give me 8, doesn't it? I'm up to 8 degrees. Okay, from 0 to 8 is 8. Okay, so minus 12 plus 20 will give me, minus 12 plus 20 will give me 8. And I can do that with these jumps by making my own mini number lines. Okay, I could have something like 10 take away 15. 10 take away 15. Now some of you might be able to do that straight away in your head, okay, but if you can't, don't worry about it. So I'm here, this is 10 degrees. Now first place I'm going to go to is 0. I have to go to 0. How much have I taken away to get to 0? I've taken away 10. How much more do I have to take away from there? Okay, because I'm taking away 15, I have to take away 10, so that means I have to take away another 5, because in total this is taking away 15, isn't it? Okay, so I go from 10 to 0, take away another 5, and that will leave me with, down here, minus 5. Okay, so 10 take away 15 is minus 5. And actually, if I had a longer number chart, I would be on here, I would be on 10, and I'd take away 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I would get down to there. Okay, so you're just jumping ahead with your number line. Okay, you're just missing out the numbers, doing your own mini one. Okay, you could be given something like minus 13 minus 17. Okay, minus 13 minus 17. So here I'm on minus 13. It's getting colder by another 17. Okay, so I'm going to take away 17 from this. So minus 13 minus 17. I've got another 17 numbers from 13. So it'll take me to minus 30. Okay, yeah, sort of like, it's a bit like adding them up, but I'm taking them away on that. Okay, so it'll be minus 30. Okay, right. Now, if you need to draw a number line in your book, draw a number line in your book. Okay, you can keep this number line on screen to help you, perhaps. Okay, but I'd like you to have a go at these additions and subtractions. Okay, please don't be afraid to draw your own mini number lines. That's okay. So have a go at these. Okay, some of them you'll be able to do quickly, others you might have to be a little bit more careful with. Okay, so pause the video, have a go at those, please, and then we will we'll move on to the next part of the lesson. Okay, pause the video. Right, okay, let's have a quick look. So minus 4. So we've got a plus 6 with that. Okay, you can use our number line for that one, perhaps. Okay, so we're a minus 4. We're going to add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gives us 2. Okay. Then we got 3, and we're going to take away 7. 3, taking away, so it's going to get smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gives us minus 4. Minus 12, add 7. So this one we need to do more of. So we're minus 12 here, and we just need to add 7 to it. So we go up 7 numbers, okay, up 7 numbers, and it'll take us to minus 5, okay. So if we added 7 to minus 12, we would get to minus 5, okay. 4, take away 3, okay. Oh, that's an easy one, isn't it? 4, take away 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, okay. 4, take away 6, 4, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 2. Now then they get trickier, okay? If you got these correct, that's great. Well done, okay? If you struggle with these, don't worry about it too much, because these are then the harder questions, okay? So let's have a look. We've got minus 17, okay? So we've got minus 17. So down here, and I need to add 27. So first of all, on this one, I'm going to go to my 0 first. So first of all, I'm going to add 17. Now I need to add 27 in total, so it means I need to add another 10, doesn't it? Okay, that means I've added 27. If I add another 10, I get to 10. Okay, so the answer to that one is 10. Okay, 20, take away 32 again. I'm up here, my 20, there's my 0. So first of all, I'm going to take away, I'll take away 20. And that means I have to take away 32 in total, so I have to take away another 12. Because taking away 20, then taking away 12. And that will take me to minus 12. Okay. And then we got minus 14, and I have to jump another minus 17. Take away minus 17, so I'm going in this direction, we'll give you minus 31. Okay, minus 31 for that last question. Right, hopefully you're right with those. If you're struggling with them, please have another look at the video, and if you're still struggling, please ask. But the key is as well is to use these number lines. Okay, if you're really struggling, just use your number lines. As long as you can do those basic ones, I'll be more than happy. Okay, if you're doing these harder ones, that's really even better. Okay, now what I'd like us to do, could we please, to finish off today's work, could you on page 12, could you do questions 3 to 7, please? So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 questions. And then for your extension, if you get a chance, okay, page 13, and have a go at questions 4 to 6. Okay, questions 4 to 6. So page 12, questions 3 to 7. Then the extension is page 13, questions 4 to 6. All right, good luck with that, everyone. Okay, and see you next time. Bye.